right, I hit the button.
Okay, comics are fucking stupid.
All right, y'all are gonna get some energy because we're not recording on our usual day, and we're recording at 1 p.m. almost.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm gonna say is the only reason Red Skull's schemes work is because of comic Nazi magic.
Yeah.
That's quite the phrase.
Yeah.
Tell me it's wrong though. It's because they have the whole like, he was a Nazi. He was in all the super secret shit. Special science.
Yeah, I like it though.
Or straight up magic.
It's a cult shit. Everyone knows Nazis are all about.
Yeah, you don't know about Nazi occultism?
No, that's why I said it's that or straight up magic. Then comics.
Say this, I like that way more than like what they've been trying to do thanks to the movies, which is he's just bad super soldier serum. That way he's parallel to Steve, and I'm like, no, I don't know. I kind of
like that a little bit.
I know, just make him. I like it better when it's like he's just a dude.
I like Nazi science magic.
I told y'all you were gonna get some energy because it's barely past a minute and we've already talked about Nazis.
Look,
granted, fictional Nazis.
Statements taken out of context. I kind of like Nazi science magic.
Hugo Weaving was the perfect actor to play him, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I will get him by that.
They didn't get him back for Endgame, did they?
Absolutely not. No. That is not Hugo Weaving.
That was a wildly different Red Skull.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much.
I mean, he's doing a decent enough voice, but like,
yeah,
it's also like I feel like a completely CGI Red Skull.
It's not CG. No, his like cloak is CG, but they put prosthetics on a dude.
I need to look up that was one.
So that Spider-Man trailer we were looking at earlier.
Okay, the actor for Red Skull in Infinity War and Endgame was Ross Marquand.
Okay.
That does me nothing. I don't
know that name.
Me neither. Just thought I'd look it up.
So apparently that Spider-Man trailer we were looking at, all of the like audio is real, but all of the like images of the other Spider-Man is fake.
Okay.
So none of that's real.
Damn it. I mean, it is real, but it's just not what it looks like. Actually.
Thanks, screen culture.
Yeah. Apparently they're known for faking stuff like that. I didn't know that. It's first I've heard of it.
Yeah.
But
goddamn show it. We all know that the Spider-Man in here, goddamn it. We all know it. Just fucking show us it.
Yeah, right? But like
I'll be right back. I just gotta run real quick.
Go ahead.
The conversation with Dr. Strange and Doc Ock where Strange is like, is this Peter, and he says no. That's all real, but none of the other Spider-Man showing up is real.
Yeah, that showed up like last week as part of like there's a dozen of little like TV spots that they had.
I did think it was a little strange that all the Spider-Men in that fake trailer landed like at the exact same time in the exact same way.
Yeah. It's one of those things that's always in the back of your head, like, that's a little much.
Yeah,
but
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too. I hope it's good. I don't really care if the other Spider-Man end up being in it or not. I hope they are, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Right there with you.
That woman, I don't know if that one image of the lizard is real or not. It would be rough for them to not be able to, or for them to be able to fake that. That'd be really good.
Yeah, no, it is because it was a fuck up. Like it was like when they released the trailer, the French version had a few extra seconds, and it was just like a complete like whoops. I don't know if you can still find that version of the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about making that the first movie I see back in theaters again.
Oh, we went and saw, what was it? What did we go and see in theaters? Nick, what did we all go see in theaters?
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, we went and saw Shang-Chi. It was good.
And I went and saw Ghostbusters Afterlife.
We went in like the middle of the day. Yeah, I need to watch that movie. I've heard good things from you. I've heard good things from some other people too.
No, that's the newest one, right?
Yeah.
The one with Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah, that's a name.
Yeah, like that's a perfect like fantasy name right there.
Right?
Yeah.
But no, that's just his legit ass name.
I am Fiend Wulfard.
It's a good name. I gotta wake up.
What I was talking about. So, like, what was the name of that thing they did after Onslaught?
Oh, that was the Heroes Reborn thing?
Heroes Reborn, yeah.
Was it Heroes Reborn?
Yeah, and it was a little, not too long after Heroes Reborn that there was, and when they eventually brought like everyone back afterwards, that this theory started kind of going around the boards, where the idea is the reason Marvel has a sliding timescale now, is because of Franklin. Like he's kind of keeping things like that subconsciously.
So in other words, they're keeping Franklin as we have a Deus Ex Machina cop out.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
everyone has that.
They could have. They could have. They never did.
Yeah, it's like you could say that's a really good explanation for it, but they've never said that.
Yeah, but they've never said that.
Has it been established that he's the most powerful entity in Marvel?
Yes.
I mean, he's a reality warper, so yes.
Who are we
But
talking
he's
about?
not the only. Franklin Richards.
They Hickman's run firmly established. It.
I was going to say, because he's not the only reality warper, and reality warping doesn't necessarily mean you're the most powerful.
Yeah, no,
it's
but
his whole power set.
In Hickman's run, you see him in the future, and he is standing there alongside Galactus and the Tribunal and a few Eternals at the end of time, watching the universe collapse.
Okay, but then does that have him also above the one above and the one below?
If not at that, if he's not like above them, he's at least seemingly on their level.
Okay, so he's equivalent to God and Marvel's devil.
Yeah.
Which makes him one of the most powerful entities, and pretty much the most powerful out of that whole group you just mentioned.
Listen, Jack Kirby is God. Okay, I don't want to hear anything else otherwise.
It's fucking great. I mean, in Hickman's run, the literal line is throughout like all the time, Galactus has many heralds, but Franklin Richards only has one. And then Franklin goes, "Come to me, my Galactus."
Oh yeah. I remember that. That's dope.
Like,
dope.
So yeah, Galactus is his herald. Yeah, that's pretty fucking solid. It's like I think he's the strongest.
Yeah.
Wait. What do you mean Galactus is your herald?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Comic books are weird, man.
Comic books are weird and suck, actually. Comic book continuity sucks, in my opinion.
We just don't talk about the Ultimates.
Oh my god, no. I don't want to talk about the Ultimates. I don't want to talk about...
If the Ultimates went somewhere, it'd been fine. Like, the first couple volumes are... Well, the first, 2 volumes are fine. They're actually really good as, this...
No, they're not.
But,
went places they shouldn't have went.
The first volume doesn't have an antagonist. They make their own antagonist because they don't have anything to do.
And
because
they're
bored.
Well, here's the thing. That would have been a cool idea to go with. The concept of, they don't,
Yeah, but it was badly written.
They didn't... The first, 2 volumes were not badly written. I think they were very good. It's just that it went fucking nowhere fast. Very quickly, there was nope, we got nothing.
Bad.
I feel like I've mentioned this before, but the only comic series that I actually read through, I read some of the Deadpool limited series books, but for a full series, I read through all of Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Man's great. Ultimate Spider-Man has a lot of really good stuff.
And that's pretty much because they don't do wrong by Spider-Man mostly.
Right. But as far as I've read a couple of Batman one-shots and limited series too, but that's about it as far as comic book reading goes.
Batman's real good.
If we're talking about DC and Marvel anyway, that's as far as my comic book reading has gone.
If you want a very similar to Ultimate Spider-Man, Batman Earth 1 is really good.
Yes.
It's got 3 volumes, and all 3 are pretty good. The third one is kind of meh, but the rest of them are really, really good. I suggest, so the couple of things I'm going to suggest real quick because I'm in a comic book mood. Batman: A Death in the Family.
Yes.
Or Death of the Family.
I read
That's both of them, really.
I read both of those.
That's
Yes.
Scott Snyder. And then the Matt Fraction Hawkeye series. My Life is a Weapon is what it's called. It's you can get it in a trade paper in a trade like
back.
a
Trade back.
like a graphic novel. There's two volumes of that you would want to read. They're getting a lot of because Hawkeye just started the show, and it's pretty good, and they're getting a lot of the plot. Well, I don't know if they're getting a lot of the plot, but they're getting a lot of the characters and like the feel of it from that. So you should definitely check that out. It's really well written and really good. Spider-Man. Nick got me into Superior Spider-Man. That is a really, really, really good Spider-Man run. It's basically Doc Ock and Spider-Man or Peter Parker switch bodies, and then Doc Ock Parker dies in Doc Ock's body.
Oh, geez.
And when he does, Doc Ock gets all of Peter's memories and like feelings and emotions and stuff.
Yeah, I remember
and like
this being
turns
brought up
into a
once.
good guy. But he's still like a shitty fuck up because he's fucking Doc Ock.
But he's
like,
trying.
What's that storyline?
Yeah.
Superior Spider-Man.
Superior Spider-Man, yeah. And then he basically vows to be the superior Spider-Man. He's gonna be better than Peter ever was, and ends up fucking shit up real bad. It's great. It's so good. Those are my major recommendations. Anything by any old school stuff by Dwayne McDuffie is all fantastic and well written. You know, all of his stuff, all of his Static Shock stuff, all of his Icon stuff. When
Static doesn't get enough love.
I think he worked on Teen Titans at one point. Just anything he's written is really good. Rest in peace, Dwayne McDuffie. You are missed every single day. It's amazing.
Also realize comic Teen Titans is a lot different from the cartoon.
Yeah, I mean,
I never watched the cartoon, so I have no attachment.
Watch Teen Titans. Don't watch Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans Go sucks.
So far as I heard, yeah. I mean, I don't plan on watching it anyway. Just to be frank.
Aren't we getting a final cap-off season now, too?
I don't know.
Teen Titans Go?
No, Teen Titans.
Oh,
I haven't heard anything about that.
I don't know.
That's like a rumor that pops up every couple of years, isn't it?
Well, I could have sworn with HBO Max they were actually doing it.
Who knows? I mean, maybe eventually.
Now that you've mentioned HBO Max, I think I do remember hearing them. Like, I think at the DC fandom they like said it, but they didn't have anything to show. So it might have been something I was like, oh yeah, I mean that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on the Teen Titans Wikipedia page. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have cable by the time it came out, so. Or actually, I was like right on the cusp. They probably aired a couple episodes, but then like. Yeah, just didn't have cable.
And fucking Spectacular Spider-Man. Watch Spectacular Spider-Man. It's amazing. It's so good. It's so much better than any other Spider-Man series that's been done. It's great. It's so well written. The main Spider-Man is really, really good, and you should watch it. It's just fantastic. It's also got the best opening theme of any of them. It's a hell of a song.
I mean, don't fucking.
It's great.
Don't say something you can.
We've had this argument.
90s Spider-Man theme. Fuck off.
Okay, look. Radioactive Spider Blood is really good.
Look.
Spectacular Spider-Man is better.
There's a look. Most Spider-Man themes, A+. But like, I will fucking when I die, the last neurons firing off in my brain, I will still remember the fucking 60s theme.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking like classic banger.
I will always remember it because of the Spider-Man video game more than the '60s show.
Oh yeah, because this video game had like
like a techno version of it or some shit.
It was like I'm trying to. What's the Jamaican music called?
I guess it was kind of
reggae?
yeah.
Reggae. Yeah, it's like
It
a
is
reggae.
kind of a little reggae. You're right. Yeah, that's weird.
As long as we all admit that the 90s X-Men theme is the GOAT
Well, I mean, yeah, of course.
comic theme.
They better have it in that new
Fucking-
series.
They have already confirmed they are.
Thank God. I remember my favorite thing was they were like, Cal Dodd's back as Wolverine, baby. And I was like, hell yeah.
No,
So the guy that wrote the X-Men animated theme is Ron Wasserman, who did the original
Yes.
Power Rangers theme.
so
Who did most of the Power Rangers themes.
Most of them up until
they've confirmed that
Mystic Force, something like that.
No,
they've
no.
confirmed,
Wild Force was the last, I believe.
I believe they've confirmed that they're getting most of the voices back. It's not a reboot. It's picking up right where the old one left off.
Well, okay. I remember when they established what they said, like, it's going to be a continuation, but they didn't establish, is this going to have anything to do with X-Men 94, which was the comics that, like, also continued it?
Yeah.
Like,
As far as I'm understanding it, it is picking up from the series, not the
series.
comics.
Well,
Well,
also,
I
I think
if the comics are an extension of the series, they could easily use
Yeah.
plot from the comic.
And also, people were wondering if they're going to also, are you going to pick up from, like, season 4 or season 5? 'Cause season 5 was the one where, the writing team changed, even the animation team changed, and season 5 is fucking garbage. I think it's like, and so it's like, are you gonna, like, I don't think anyone would mind if you just went there, everyone just said, yeah, the last season didn't happen, fuck it.
Yeah. I could see that. No, seriously though, like I'm gonna come back to it again because it bears repeating. Watch Spectacular Spider-Man. Watch it.
If you want Spider-Man stuff, read Spider-Man the Other. That's one of my favorite Spider-Man stories.
From what I'm reading, it says they're using the same animation style, which I think would imply not the final season.
Not the final season, yeah, because the final season was like sourced out to, I believe, like Korea, but like a bad Korean animation studio.
Like this is the meme that set it all off for me.
Is it when they introduced it, when they said they're doing it, and it's just a Twitter picture of Wolverine looking at the picture, and the picture is the X-Men logo?
No, it's not that one.
Because that's what they tweeted
great.
officially, and that's fucking fantastic.
That's great. That's great.
Well, is that Spider-Man story called The Other?
The Other.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one with Morlun, right?
It's the introduction of Morlun and Ezekiel, and I fucking love it. Also, like, after The Other, try to find like the next like 3 issues.
Spider Island.
No, it's the next 3 issues is the one with the conversation. I think it's literally just called The Conversation.
Oh, right.
That's the meme I originally saw.
Okay, for the podcast, it is
the Vince McMahon meme.
Vince McMahon meme of Disney is rebooting the 90s X-Men series. They're calling it X-Men 97. They're using the same animation style. They're picking up where the original left off. They're bringing back the theme song. Yeah, no, that's all great. That's all fantastic. So the conversation, Nick, that's the one with him and Aunt May.
Yeah,
where they just sit down and just hash it out.
I mean, it's not even like they do, but like most of the book is like basically following like they have like a conversation, but it's also like all the things around it. It's like Aunt May psyching herself up to have the conversation.
Right.
And it's great. And that one also happens to contain the 9/11 one, so be careful of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of shit happened around that time.
But it was super good when I was reading it in the day as it was coming out, and it's like The Other is just a fucking great story. I really liked what it did. Because like it introduces concepts, but it doesn't commit to anything, so it keeps it nebulous enough for you to be able to like, yeah, this works.
Okay. Yeah, I'll write that down.
Also, Peter gets his shit fucking wrecked. It is like the worst. He gets more fucked up than when he fought the Hulk. Like,
oh man, that's nutty.
Comics good, turns out. Comics good.
Okay, are we talking like physically?
The 20-minute
Like he is like at one point he is picked up and taken to the hospital as Spider-Man, and they like demask him and stuff, and it doesn't matter because he is so fucking his face is just bruised and broken. No one can recognize him. Like he is maskless, like in the middle of the street, and no one knows who the fuck he is because he's so fucked up looking. Like
Okay,
he is
cool.
messed up.
okay.
That's actually
I was
kinda
gonna
cool.
say there's arguably worse instances where he's been more mentally fucked up.
Oh, at one point, after he got like his shit wrecked, not completely wrecked. Like at that point, it's like he gets fucked up enough. He's like, I gotta bail. I can't beat this guy. Like he's like, I think my ribs are broken, and I'm like running on like no sleep. I gotta leave. And so he like bounces out and changes, and then as he's leaving the hallway, the bad guy shows up and he's like, I can smell you. I've got you. And so Peter is literally like there's like 3 straight issues where Peter is just constantly running and he can't get away from the bad guy, and he is like it looks like he's going nuts because he just doesn't get a moment's sleep. He like a moment to go to himself. And it's like, whoa.
Yeah. Now, mentally, there is that time that he decided to drop the Peter Parker personality and became the Spider.
Yeah, that's Clone Saga. We don't.
So do we not want to bring up Ben Reilly then?
No, Ben Reilly's great. I like Ben Reilly. It's not Ben Reilly's fault that Peter Parker went completely fucking nuts. Okay? It's not his fault. He didn't do anything wrong. He did his best.
Well, let's also talk about, because didn't he have to choose between Mary Jane and saving Aunt May at one point too?
That's probably every other comic book, honestly.
And
they do that so fucking often.
Like there was one recent arc that was about all that, and
you're probably talking about the one where he mates to deal with the devil.
Yeah,
and
One More Day or something like that.
Yeah, One More Day.
I've heard that one was real bad.
Yeah, I stopped reading Spider-Man because of it. I didn't pick Spider-Man back up until Superior. So,
basically, it's fantastic. One More Day literally caused everyone who was reading Spider-Man to drop it, but because it completely resets everything to 0, they got a ton of new readers who started up afterwards. So to them, they were like, but to them, they were like, mission fucking accomplished, because comic book publishers, don't matter where they are,
readers to come in and read 3 issues and go, no, fuck this,
because
and dropped it again because it's terrible.
Comic editors sit there and go, we don't care about old readers.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia page under reception for Spider-Man One More Day.
One More Day is so fucking
IGN
bad.
reviewer Jesse Shadeen described Amazing Spider-Man number 545 as undoubtedly the worst comic Marvel published in 2007.
So here's the thing about here's a couple of things you should know about One More Day. Number 1, it was written by J. Michael Straczynski, who created Babylon 5. That's
okay. That's a joke that is made on a web show.
No.
Comic Pop.
It's not a joke. It's real. It's an actual thing.
I have never until I started
Babylon
listening
5.
to Sal. I never heard anyone say J. Michael Straczynski created Babylon 5. I knew he made it,
really?
But I never that was not like.
Oh man,
that
was a huge thing.
What is Babylon 5?
It's a web series.
One of the
from
most popular. It's not a web series. It was a TV show.
I didn't mean to say web series. I meant to say TV show. But it was
one of the most popular sci-fi TV shows of the early 2000s.
No. Rephrase that. It is a popular sci-fi series show.
One of the most.
But it's it's up there with. It's got the same level of minority as Red Dwarf. So it's people who like it really like it and are super fans of it, but a majority of people don't fucking know what the fuck it is.
By the way,
great. Anyway,
your timing is off. It was mid to late 90s.
Oh, really? Okay, it was late.
Yeah, Babylon 5 is a lot bigger than you think, dude.
It
No,
was
I-
huge.
No,
It was
it's
up there with
it's-
like Far. It was bigger than.
I was
Farscape.
literally about to say it's up there with Farscape, which is a series that
Bigger
like
than that.
was popular, but like fucking no one like
so much bigger than that.
it's like now it's gone, just out of the mind. It shone brightly.
Oh yeah, because it was in the 90s. Nobody
I
remembers
would
the
argue
90s.
at one point at its height, it was at the level of some of the minor Star Trek projects.
Anyway, so
But it didn't stay there long.
J. Michael Straczynski put Spider-Man and Mary Jane back together. He was the one that got them back together
Because that's
their
when Marvel
rough patch.
they had separated for a while. And because the creators of Marvel don't want Spider-Man to be old, but everyone who's reading Spider-Man goes, but they've been married for fucking 20 years. God damn it.
Here's a great.
So eventually,
and that leads to a radioactive sperm story. And
don't even get me started.
Here's a great quote from, again, the reception of Spider-Man One More Day. It says, Tim Marchman of the Wall Street Journal stated that having Spider-Man make a deal with the devil like Mephisto is, quote, the rough equivalent of having Z-movie director Uwe Boll film a studio-funded prequel to Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. That's
so they tapped J. Michael Straczynski to write them getting divorced. No, not getting divorced, because if you get divorced, that means Spider-Man is divorced, which means he's old, and we can't have an old Spider-Man because that means that I'm old because I'm the same age as him. You
can't just say the same thing Sal said. People will call you out on it.
No, fuck you, because he's right. No, this is exactly right, and it drives me fucking crazy. So they have J. Max Straczynski do this story where Spider-Man makes a deal with the fucking devil to get rid of his marriage so that he never remembers it. But the entire comic, Straczynski basically puts every single roadblock in the way, saying, no, you can't do this. You can't, like every single reason he would have to do it is stripped away until he has no reason to do it anyway. And then he's pulled off the project and Joe Quesada finishes it and puts Straczynski's name on the comic. Dude, I hate this comic so much. I've read everything I can about it. I've watched every video I can about it. I hate it. Anyway, I have been admonished for talking too loud. Sorry.
It's the epitome of editor interference. It's the height of
it's so much.
I am in like the editors like, this is my character. This is me. I don't want him to be old. He's hot and young. And it is because immediately after, like in the next issue, when they reboot Spider-Man so that he's hot and young, the girl he ends up banging looks just like Joe Quesada's wife and has her name. It has his daughter's name.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. Oh, that's so fucked. I didn't know.
Wait, what?
It's not great. Like it has his daughter's name, and if I remember correctly, it looks like his wife. Might look like his daughter. But it definitely has her name, and it's like...
And then I want to make sure I understood the other part. He made Peter his self-insert?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
That, oh god.
Oh, no.
That's some bad implications there.
Did I mention that Joe Quesada is a hack? Yeah.
It's also what a lot of people refer to as the start of Peter Parker can never win, which is the idea of what makes Spider-Man Spider-Man is that life sucks and he can never win and he will always fucking draw the short end of the stick. So it's just miserable to read it.
Oh, that's always fun. I read comic books for depression, not enjoyment.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man, which is not the point.
There's some series that are good at handling those topics. Spider-Man isn't the one to do them in.
Well, no, we want him to be. No, it's fine. We want him to be like a young, hip bachelor who just bangs all the girls, but doesn't ever get tied down or get married. But he's still the same age, and we can't be like, well, none of the stories that you read in the past ever happened. No, they all still happened, but they just didn't get married.
The best point. You didn't tell. Oh, the best. So Spider-Man's been married for about like 20 or 30 years at that point. Then he got married in like the 80s. And he was married all through the 80s, 90s, and early and 2000s to 2010s, right? It's like past 2010, they get rid of the marriage. So he'd been married for like over 30 years at that point, right?
Something like that.
The Mephisto getting rid of the marriage, they sit there and say, but like it doesn't change the story. We don't want, you bought these stories, so the stories stay the same. So what they said is, in all of those stories, the past 30 years of comics, him and Peter weren't married, they just lived together.
Yeah.
So anytime they mention, they were just living together.
I will
steal
this line from Sal, which is, what was it? What did he say? It was super serial girlfriend and boyfriend.
Yeah.
Just fucking kill me.
Like
it's so bad. But yeah,
which is great because it makes
young hip.
It makes those issues where Spider-Man. Peter and Mary Jane is contemplating divorce really fucking weird. Then I guess she was contemplating not dating her boyfriend.
Oh God!
See, and it's like, now aren't you happy Peter's like free of that? Because look at all these points in the comics where she was acting so weird and shit because like she can't handle Peter going out and being on his own. Like she doesn't, so it's like, isn't it better now that this fucking broad is gone and out of here?
It's so bad. Like I said, comics are bad. Don't read comic books.
And now we've come back to that point.
Yeah.
And then I want this point brought up because of how fucking stupid it was. At what point during all that did the radioactive sperm happen?
So the radioactive sperm is basically the equivalent of like an Elseworld story.
Do we need to talk about the radioactive sperm?
Well, yeah, because he almost kills Mary Jane because of it.
No, he does kill Mary Jane.
He does kill Mary Jane. In that alternate universe, Mary Jane's,
What the fuck?
I thought that was a main line. I didn't.
No, it is
elsewhere.
It's an Elseworld story.
It's not real, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I guess.
Fortunately.
No, basic gist of that one, Matt, is his mutations from getting bit all those years ago has made his sperm radioactive, and it's been slowly killing Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm.
Sperm. It basically made all of his blood, every liquid inside of him. He is basically a living radiation machine. Which
would work if it was like, that would be and then maybe they've told the story before. That would be a really good story as like just
they have where Peter has accidentally like given blood or something, right? Or like people got hurt because like, his blood is slightly radioactive and is fucked up with people. In the other, that's like a plot point.
Yeah.
Where you were going to read it, but like it's like if they've used it before, it's a cool idea and they've used it before very well,
but not to kill Mary Jane because of his radioactive sperm. Yeah,
there's so many ways you could have fucking did it, because if you just made the story about, it's literally the thing that destroys the book. It's a fun story about like an old ass Peter Parker who's having to live after having outlived like everyone except J. Jonah Jameson, but like somehow being this old man who like, being Spider-Man has killed everyone around him, and like, but like still getting, but like at the end of the story is him still eventually putting on the mask one more time and doing what you got to do to be a good guy. And it's like, it's a good story that you could deal with. But then like the radioactive sperm happens and the entire book is just fucking gone at that point.
Mm-hmm. It's a nightmare. It's the worst thing they could have done. That book is not bad. You're right about that. It is a very interesting idea. There's some really interesting ideas with the villain that I'm not going to spoil if you ever want to read it. But like that whole sperm thing kills it. ruins it.
I don't know what to say about any of that. Just wow.
Comics are bad.
Sandman's good.
When I mentioned Uwe Boll
Sandman
earlier, I clicked over to his Wikipedia page. Apparently he's back in the movie making business.
Ugh.
He retired to become a restaurateur, but then he came back. Also, he apparently directed a Nightwish music video.
What?
Who?
Uwe Boll.
Yeah, who? No. Who? Nightwish? What?
Yeah. They're
Nightwish, yeah.
they're a symphonic metal band from Finland.
Steven Seagal. Yeah.
You said the word symphonic, and there's something inside my gut that went.
Hey, symphonic metal's
Lord.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
But yeah, new movies coming out this year are The Decline in Hanau, Deutschland in Winter Part 1.
I don't know what those are.
Okay,
Why
well,
do
it's not a
people-
video game
And
movie,
then-
so
and then
it's
there's-
terrible.
And then there's a question mark that says Rampage 4, The New Blood.
Oh, okay, well, fuck.
Well, no, it can't be the Rampage we're thinking about because that didn't have a 2 or 3, and he definitely didn't, So, like,
Yeah.
it's something else. It's like some German film called Rampage.
Nah,
Imagine if The Rock played in an Uwe Boll movie.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Did those movies make money or something?
Rampage.
What- Rampage? What movies?
No, the Uwe Boll movies. Like, did
No,
they...
he made them in a specific way to like skirt German tax laws.
Yeah, there's a loophole in the German tax code or whatever, so he can make the movies real cheap and make a ton of money off them.
Yep.
Didn't he make one of the direct-to-TV Blood Rain movies?
Yes.
He's
Yes.
famous for making really bad video game adaptations.
He did House of the Dead.
Really, I was gonna say of really bad video games too. Like not
House of
even
the
like
Dead's good.
House of the Dead has not been good in a long time.
Okay.
And that was Typing of the Dead.
Alone
and that was like
the bar.
Alone. You tell
hang
me
on,
the last
hang
time
on.
Alone in the Dark was good.
Hang on.
All right.
Barring anything that came after the original, Alone in the Dark is good. The first game's good.
So the past 40 years of Alone in the Dark.
For its time, Alone in the Dark is all right.
The first Alone in
very
the Dark
hard
that
to
came
play.
out 1954.
The only thing you can say about Alone in the Dark is that it's the massive inspiration for Resident Evil.
And Silent Hill and every other good thing, but also Alone in the Dark 1, the one with the polygon graphics, literal
it's a point,
twirls and
it
things,
came
and
out
you're
fucking,
you're like an old Englishman walking slowly through a decrepit house.
yeah, you stumble upon a fucking Lovecraftian fucking horror, and you gotta get the heck out of there.
Nick doesn't like Atari games.
It's not an Atari game.
It's a giant 3D Atari game.
It's not an Atari game.
It's the equivalent of a 3D Atari.
Now, see, I can throw Nick under the bus, but I also don't like Atari games.
Here, Alone in the Dark 1 is good, but Alone in the Dark 1 was made in 1928, alright? Fucking...
Yeah.
It just keeps getting further and further back.
It was 1815 it was made.
Yeah.
It came out in 1889, the same year Nintendo was founded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's
everyone knows that.
It's oh boy. I can't believe they made it's not just that. Not just that. It's he made fucking... Wait, he made the Alone in the Dark movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it took you that long.
It's terrible.
It took me a second to remember. Wait, Alone in the Dark. That is a movie with the dude, and he's got the coat, and there's a monster on the cover of the DVD, but that monster doesn't show up until the end of the movie.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck. I did not know that was him. That entire movie is way more competent than any other Uwe Boll movie, which is fucking saying something.
It's real bad. Turns out.
Yeah, it's he made Blood Rain. I'm I don't think Blood Rain was ever popular. I think people just wanted it to be because it's a hot chick.
From what I'm seeing,
I liked Blood Rain, and it
Blood Rain
actually just got the first 2 games just got re-released with remasters.
Yeah,
Blood Rain is a relatively mediocre action game with
That sailed on the polygon tits.
sailed on
Pretty
the
much.
polygon tits, and
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
I'm okay with that.
But it's like even like a
You
but
you
that's
can
like
say the same thing about Nier Automata.
I was gonna say that's like a C game, B or C game. You
That's
know,
that's
Postal
joke
was
about Nier
never
Automata.
fucking popular.
Okay, we're gonna go through his
So
Some
what
of
I'm
this shit
seeing,
here.
the first Uwe Boll movie to have like a positive reception was Rampage.
I've heard it's good. Yeah,
We
that's
have
the one I
House
was
of the
gonna say. I
Dead,
heard it's good.
Alone in the Dark, Blood Rain.
He did a Far Cry movie.
In the Name of the King,
Mhm.
the Dungeon
Oh
Siege
yeah,
movie.
in the name of the
Oh,
fucking king,
man.
Dungeon
Fuck.
Siege. That game that everyone talks about, but I don't think anyone's ever actually played.
Oh, I played Dungeon Siege. I
No,
played it.
you
It's
didn't.
okay.
You probably
It's not
played
good.
Baldur's
It's okay.
Gate and just thought it was Dungeon Siege.
I've played Dungeon Siege. I
I
have 100%.
I firmly believe everyone who thinks they've played a Dungeon Siege Gauge has actually just played a different game similar to Dungeon Siege and not actually like Baldur's Gate or King's Gate or King's. There's like any of the other million games that are just like Dungeon Siege but better.
Oh yeah, Uwe Boll did a House of the Dead movie.
Yeah, I said that. It's
Yeah.
bad. The action in it is probably the worst thing I've ever seen.
Not fucking good.
It's real bad. Turns out it's real bad.
He did a he did a movie of Postal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Which I've
Postal.
also
How the
heard is
fuck do you even make that a movie without like getting in a bunch of legal trouble?
which I'm
But
gonna be honest,
well-
have also heard it's pretty good.
No, like it's
That's one of the other ones I've heard is not half bad.
No, it's
It's
got a,
because-
it's got a 9%
Thank God.
on Rotten
I don't watch his
Tomatoes.
movies, but
He made
Yeah.
a Far Cry movie.
wild shit, man.
He sure did.
he sure fucking did.
That's all you can say about it.
Like,
Oh, Dead Elusio?
There's been 3 in the Name of the
if you
King.
aren't hearing us, yeah.
Yeah, I got you
Maybe.
now.
Yeah, a lot of In the Name of the Kings. One of them looks like it takes place in modern times, which, I'm sorry, doesn't that completely go against everything about, like...
One of them has Dolph Lundgren in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the second one.
Yeah, but Dolph Lundgren, until the Expendables, would work for, like, $2 and a bucket of beer. Like,
Dolph Lundgren did a sequel to Kindergarten Cop.
yeah, like I
Dolph
said, he'd do
Lundgren
anything.
is the original Punisher.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about the Punisher last night.
We watched, like, two
Dolph
best friends, like, best playthrough.
Dolph Lundgren is actually an incredibly accomplished individual.
He is. It's just
Yeah.
it's a shame that like there's like a 10 to 15 year time span where you had nothing.
There's a sequel to Kindergarten Cop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
I believe there's also a sequel to Junior and Twins.
Why?
Yeah. Well, he made
plays
a,
the Kindergarten Cop because money,
Okay.
Matthew.
But
Because money.
But the sequel came out 26 years later.
yeah.
because
Who is your
money.
daddy and what does he do?
Because money.
He made a movie
Got a
called.
lot of money.
Okay, see, this is how you know you should not give him any money. Because in 2011, Uwe Boll made a movie called Auschwitz,
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no.
and you're like, who trusted this man to tell a story about Auschwitz?
Yeah, like that's a great
Oh,
great
no.
question.
Best part of is that this fuck, I need to look. How is this movie? Because
no.
it says
the
the film attempts to depict the harsh reality of the process inside the Auschwitz concentration camp by using brutal imagery, bookended by documentary footage as well as interviews with German teenagers about what they know about the Holocaust. Boll's intention is to show viewers just how depraved and sadistic life in the camp was.
That feels like he is tightrope walking.
A number of critics
uh,
boycotted the release for being too gruesome.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
read that part.
This sounds like exploitation to me.
And it was filmed on
Yeah.
the same set as Blood Rain: The Third Reich.
That is probably why it feels like exploitation.
See, man? Like, I'm like, that one's bad, but then you go to like, that's bad, and then you have like Blubberella, and you're like, well, see, that seems more up his alley. Literally the same year as he made Auschwitz, he made a movie called Blubberella, and you're like, fucking, what are you doing, man? Who's giving him money?
Not me.
I'm reading some of the plot for Blood Rain:
Holy
The Third
shit,
Reich, and
no,
there's
no.
there's a lot of just lesbian sex in it.
Blubberella. The plot is about an obese, damn fear superhero set in German-occupied Europe. The entire film is a scene-for-scene spoof of Blood Rain: The Third Reich. He spoofed his own goddamn movie.
His own goddamn movie.
What the?
I feel
fuck?
like he did that for Rampage too.
Clint Howard is in it.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Rampage. It was. He did a commentary for one of his movies that was just a spoof.
Rampage 2 is called Rampage President Down.
I don't like any of this.
Rampage 3 is
Rampage
called Capital
about.
Punishment.
What's Rampage about? God, I go to the Wikipedia page and the plot's like 4 paragraphs long, and I'm like, dude, fucking
get to the point.
So, talk about Kindergarten Cop. One of my favorite bits of trivia, and Nick will know this. This is pretty common nowadays, but some people don't know. In Silent Hill 1, the school is based on the school from Kindergarten Cop. It's got a lot of the same like
literally
signs on the walls. It's built.
It's when they were making the school, they just took the school from Kindergarten Cop and put it in there. Yeah, it's like the same. It has like
it's got the same layout. It's got a lot of the same assets. Yeah, like posters and shit on the walls. It's wild. Like when you know it and you can see it, it's crazy.
And it's a lot. There's a lot of Japanese games that are like that because Japan loved movies in like the early and late 90s.
Yeah, plus it's a really good way to like, if you want to know what if you don't have the budget to go to America and look at stuff, but you want to know what like an American school looks like.
Okay, I looked up Twins, and in September 2021, it was announced filming would commence in January 2022, with Ivan Reitman directing, Schwarzenegger and DeVito reprising their roles as Julius and Vincent, and Tracy Morgan replacing Eddie Murphy as Schwarzenegger and DeVito's long-lost triplet brother.
Oh my god.
No. Am I the only one who like... Oh, Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, when I heard Tracy Morgan, I thought of Kevin Hart.
I think of John DiMaggio. From that one interview that they did.
But okay, yeah, Tracy Morgan.
I'm down for it. I mean, like, look, if you're gonna get the original cast back, sure. It's gonna be terrible, but I'll watch it. I don't give a shit.
They're filming it in January, so let's just do quick math. 2022 minus 1988. It's been 34 years!
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, can we talk about how bad One More Day is a little longer? I'm kidding. I don't want to do that. That sounds like a bad idea.
It does.
Well, I mean, we can keep going on. Keep going on like bad directors. There's a bunch of them.
Ghostbusters? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Ivan Reitman directed Ghostbusters.
Wait,
Ivan Reitman.
Who?
Ivan Reitman. Yeah, Ivan Reitman directed Ghostbusters.
The new one?
No,
both of them. All of
the
them.
first two.
Really? I thought
and the new one.
No, did he? It's not showing up in his Wikipedia filmography.
Did he not direct it, or did he only write the new one? Let me see.
Producer only.
Oh, only producer? I could have sworn I at least saw his
those movies.
No, Harold Ramis wrote those movies, I believe.
Oh, he directed Caddyshack. That's where I'm getting confused. And Animal House. Damn, Groundhog Day? Oh, he's co-writer on Groundhog Day and Animal House.
I was going to say, Harold Ramis wrote a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, a lot of Bill Murray's early stuff is written by Ramis.
Yeah.
Let's see. Reitman directed Ghostbusters, Twins, Kindergarten Cop Jr., and then his most recent directed movie was Draft Day in 2014. which is
Maybe he wrote it.
He was executive producer on a movie in 1988 called Casual Sex.
That sounds vaguely
With a
familiar.
question.
Are you questioning that, or
yes, the
or
movie
is
title
there
has a
question mark?
question mark.
Wild.
The first line of this plot synopsis says, Stacy has a promiscuous past, and after learning of the AIDS epidemic, she wants to find a guy whom she knows is clean. So that's
All
where
right.
where that starts.
This is where I got confused. No, Jason Reitman directed the new Ghostbusters movie.
You want to know where your star power is for that movie? Andrew Dice Clay.
Jesus Christ.
So that's
the level you're working at?
Yeah. And Leah Thompson.
And you want it to be like a super serial movie?
Like,
I should watch the new Ghostbusters. We should go see that.
It's not like there's certain actors that when you hear their like part, you're like, oh man, that's not good.
What do you mean Bruce Campbell is in a supporting role?
Yeah.
okay,
Alternatively,
how
it's
many
like-
things is Bruce Campbell in a supporting role in?
Spider-Man 3.
Would you count that as a supporting role? I would count that as a cameo at best.
Yeah, it is. I was kidding. It was a joke. It was literally the first thing that came to my head.
But to be fair, Sam Raimi's old beat up car is in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because he made a point until the thing actually died to the point they had to scrap it to put it in every movie.
I really hope that we get Mysterio in the new movie and it's just Bruce Campbell, because that was the original plan for that character.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Dude,
be
it's
against
nuts
it.
that Sam Raimi is directed the new Doctor Strange movie that's coming out next year.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
He's the director of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, baby.
That means Bruce is going to have a cameo in there.
And you know what that means? We're going to have those amazing camera shots.
Oh,
yeah.
Like go really fast forward into shit.
Yeah.
Dude knows how to shoot a movie.
Yeah, he really does. As long as we don't get a whole bunch of executive meddling, because that's what caused 3 to be so bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a long time.
Well,
since
that and
different studio.
That and you try convincing anybody that Topher Grace made a convincing Venom.
Yeah. They were trying something different and it didn't work. And he didn't want to use Venom. Like his main character was supposed to be his main villain was supposed to be Sandman. And
and what's his name?
was Green Goblin supposed to be in it?
I think he was. I mean, yeah, he'd been building up the Green Goblin stuff, so I think Sandman and Green Goblin was going to be.
No,
Check.
You're thinking Hobgoblin.
Well, I say Green Goblin because it's like he never had an official name.
The Goblin, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Goblin.
Yeah, but what we'd been leading up to was when Harry took over the mantle.
Yeah.
Which wasn't Green Goblin. I believe that was Hobgoblin.
No,
Hey,
it was Green Goblin.
It was Green Goblin.
He took over as Green Goblin.
It's you who's out, Gobby, out of your mind. Anyway,
I love those lines, man. They're fucking great. It's
They're
you,
great,
Gobby.
I could have sworn Harry was Hobgoblin.
I mean, maybe in like media material or some shit, but they never actually say it in the movie. I'm gonna just say it right now.
I've seen a lot of that movie because it was like it was the movie when I was a kid, and now I believed they went with I don't even think they went with the Goblin, but like they never like decided to go with Hobgoblin with them.
I'm just gonna say it right now. I adore Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I don't really care what anyone else thinks about that movie. Like the movie's great, and I really hope that
like
Andrew Garfield gets his in this new movie.
Like
he's a hell of a Spider-Man.
Okay, no, that's just...
I never watched any of the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
The first one is bad. The second one is pretty good. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Hobgoblin's a completely different guy that was inspired by Norman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maxwell something or another, I think.
Yeah.
No,
it was
Roger Kingsley.
Roger Kingsley was the original.
Also, at some point,
And
it says
then
on
Jason
Wikipedia. It
Mazendale.
says on Wikipedia at some point Norman Osborn briefly impersonated the original Hobgoblin.
Shocked. I'm shocked. I really am.
Okay, looking through, it does say Harry did take the mantle up for a little bit.
Hmm.
I think
But,
that ended up
but-
being a clone.
Yeah, but like I remember, like I need to look up what it actually was, but like for the movie stuff, for the Sam Raimi stuff, it's like I'm not even sure Harry like even had a name as like whatever his like the suit thing was, you know, like
For the movie,
goblins. Yeah, I think the goblins sounds similar, but I don't think they ever like officially did it, and even in like novelizations and stuff.
I need to read up on Moon Knight before the TV show comes out.
No, you
don't.
fucking don't.
No, you don't.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't need to know. You didn't need to. Did you read up on the Guardians before you went to see the movie?
No.
Then you don't need to see shit. It's
Moon Knight
fucking,
is very much like all of the cool stuff about Moon Knight is meme stuff that doesn't actually exist.
that doesn't exist.
Though his comic of him that they brought back recently is pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not what everyone wants. There is no mention of Dracula.
Yeah,
Dracula, where the fuck's my
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
any amount
it's not
of
real. It's not real.
I still want to
unfortunately.
read Moon Knight.
Looking it up, he is officially Green Goblin as per the cast list.
Okay, well, fuck it. Then I
Really?
was right. Haha. Suck my dick.
Interesting. But like, yeah, like
I don't know if they ever officially say his name in the movies that I remembered, but
They
he
definitely do not.
He is
yeah.
on the credits as Green Goblin, so.
Yeah,
Spider-Man friend or foe game where he's like one of the partners you can partner up with. That specific version of him, like Harry with like the goblin suit and shit.
Yeah.
Even though that's like never appeared in Harry's never been a hero in the fucking.
In the first Spider-Man movie game, there's a secret mode where you can play as the Green Goblin, and it's got its own story. And the story is that you play as Harry, who found his father's tech and is trying to find answers about what happened with Spider-Man.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yep, I played the shit out of that game when I was young.
Yep.
That was before it became Spider-Man 2, where you could go all over the city. So no one remembers that game, but it's really good. It was really good at the time.
A lot of those old like PS1, PS2 era Spider-Man games were actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh man, the fucking 2 PS1 Spider-Man games. Those were like, see, I never got to play the fucking PS2 GameCube ones, like based on the movies. But like I played the shit. Spider-Man 1 and 2. 1 more so. I think 2 I only ever rented a shit ton, but 1 I actually bought.
And Electro's Rampage or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I got exposed to a lot of the Spider-Man alter egos and alternate costumes and everything.
Oh, those costumes were great.
That was where I first found out about the bombastic Bagman.
Yeah, Bagman.
I'm sorry?
The bombastic Bagman. I forget exactly how it happens, but Peter ends up in the Fantastic Four's hideout for some reason. His suit is so torn to shit he can't go home without being recognized. So they give him a paper bag and an old Fantastic Four suit, and that's how he gets home.
Yeah, he's helping the he ends up helping the Fantastic Four fight like a monster or something, but his suit ends up getting like burned because of Johnny in the process. So they give him a Fantastic Four suit to wear home, but he's like, but I need a mask. And the Fantastic Four go, we don't have masks.
We don't wear masks.
And so Johnny he's like, I can get you a mask, and just puts a fucking plastic bag on his head and draws like and cuts out holes with his eyes. And Peter's like, great, thanks, Johnny.
Don't forget, the piece de resistance, they put a kick me sign on his back. Or Johnny does.
Johnny did.
You can unlock that suit in the 2018 Spider-Man PS4 game.
Yep. It's in that too.
Yep.
Yeah, they added it as DLC. It's great.
For me, my favorite suit is the fucking Spider Phoenix suit.
Spider Phoenix is great.
Spider-Man got the Phoenix Force,
which is so stupid.
Everybody has had the Phoenix Force at some point at this goddamn
in canon, and it's fucking dope.
Yeah. I think my favorite is the Spider-Man Unlimited costume. That one was really good.
Unlimited.
Look,
So get this. Spider-Man ends up in Europe for some reason. I don't fucking know why. He's in Europe.
That is the bombastic Bagman.
And he it's great. And
It's a hell of a costume.
And he ends up like, guess who else is in Europe? Juggernaut. Oh boy.
No. Hang on, real quick before you say anything. That Bagman costume you posted, that's not the original costume.
No.
The costume didn't have gloves or boots. So
that's for the DLC.
He was
it also didn't
have barefoot.
He also didn't have eyes either.
Yeah.
They were just like cut out. It's great. But it's
here's a closer one.
Oh, that's right. He couldn't wear the boots or gloves because like the material that it wouldn't stick.
That's so, closer to the original.
Closer, yeah.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, here's a panel straight from the comics.
Oh man.
The bombastic Bagman.
That's ridiculous.
God damn it. They should bring bombastic Bagman back.
Look, I was always partial to the Iron Spider suit because I loved him having the mechanical legs.
Yeah.
Okay, shut the fuck. Polygon, stop! I'm trying to read a Polygon article, and the audio is just like, "Hey, what if I just played for you?"
Yeah, no, I always liked the Iron Spider, even though I didn't like it was like the red gold like Iron Man. I did love him having the extra legs.
The extra legs are cool.
Yeah.
For
anyway,
me,
what are you saying about Europe?
So like, as he's like fighting, I don't remember because I only ever had the like last issue of this comic series. So he ends up getting help from Excalibur, but then all the members of Excalibur start trying to attack him, and it turns out that they're all like robots, or like they're like robots, right? So
yes.
I said I don't fucking know. So what he does is in order like he ends up like blowing up all the robots. In order to beat Juggernaut, he goes to the one that was the robot of Rachel Summers, the Phoenix, and like pulls out like the thing that was giving her the Phoenix, like the fake Phoenix powers, and just like attaches it to himself to give himself Phoenix Force like powers for a little bit to beat Juggernaut. And like he gets this cool fucking it's cool because like it looks like Juggernaut like hits him into like a wall or like into like the rest of the robots, and then he just bursts forth from like the Rachel Summers robot in like a Phoenix costume that's custom, and just like it's so fucking dope. I'm gonna show you guys because it's like
it's great.
I think it's probably next to like OG Jean Grey. No.
That's from Amazing Spider-Man 792 Phoenix variant.
Oh, yeah, no, this is a lot older than that.
Yeah, no, this is...
Yeah, Phoenix Force.
That's pretty cool.
I think it's like one of the coolest costumes he's got.
There's also Captain Universe. Is it Captain Universe Spider-Man?
Yeah.
That one's pretty cool, too. It's a little
that's
weird.
The one I just saw.
I like the Spider-Man Noir suit.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Noir is pretty good.
It's one of my favorites. I know Nick and mine.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Is it called The End?
Yeah, the Spider-Man The End. There's a comic called Spider-Man The End where Spider-Man's like super old. And he's got this version of his costume that's like a leather jacket that's like that's got one of those like snap overs and like boots and gloves and like black pants and his mask, and it's just got like a little spider logo on it, and it's in the game, and I used that suit for the whole fucking game when I unlocked it.
I'm trying to find it.
It's fucking great.
Oh, here we go. It's really hard to find because there was one for like Miles they did that was fine. So trying to find Peter's is hard, but here it is. I love it because it's just like at one point it's not even like a superhero costume. It's just a normal fucking clothes that he's wearing.
Yeah. It just looks like he's just wearing like a jacket and some gloves and
I think-
boots, and then like his mask.
I think the last time I played the PS4 game, the suit I had equipped was Spider-Punk.
Yeah,
Spider-Punk's
I was
also
about
very good.
to post him. Spider-Punk is awesome.
Spider-Punk is also very good. Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Spidey has great outfits. There's not really a lot of his that are out and out bad.
I could probably find a couple.
Not
I looked.
not Spider-Man outfits.
He's got that one that's got the blue spider logo on it. That's more like armor. I think it's from Big Time, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah.
I do not like that costume. Spider-Man, the Big Time suit is just bleh. It's not great. But like, I'll find it.
Big Time is green.
Oh no, that's the green one. What is that comic then? Shit, I don't remember.
It was like the Parker Industries.
You're right. That's back when he. Yeah. Yep. I think you're right.
Where it's like
Parker Industries.
super high tech, and it's basically like take the classic suit but make it like shine like it's made out of metal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember this one for a little bit, and
yeah. I don't like the blue like glowing spider on his chest. I think that's a little much.
Yeah,
it's like I know the shine's supposed to make you think it's metal, but to me it just makes it look like it's made out of aluminum.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And they never show his butt being all shiny because they're fucking cowards.
Cowards. The velocity suit, which is the one from the game, I think is a good idea. I don't think it quite works. I don't like because the like two legs of the spider are really short and two are really long, and I think that just kind of looks bad.
Yeah.
But
since we're talking about variants, can we talk about Peter Porker?
Yeah,
Porker's great.
It's fucking Spider Ham.
All right, there's one last suit that I'm gonna show.
How do you feel about the 2099 suits?
Oh, I love them. I love every one of the 2099 costumes. They're all great. I'm gonna post.
All right, well, I'll just fuck myself then.
You don't like them? Do you not like them?
Not really.
That's a shame.
I'm not a big fan of the new white one that they got, but like I super loved fucking that original blue and red one.
I like the blue and red one, provided they keep the tattered web cape with it.
I
do not like it on its own.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
When it's got the tattered web cape, it's the one thing that's missing.
Why does this picture? Oh, this is first of all, I put in one of my favorite suits in the chat, which is like old school armored spider. What used to be the Iron Spider suit. I love that suit. It's so simple, but I fucking love it. I found this image, and I don't like it.
Oh, I don't like that.
Nope.
You talking?
I don't like that at all.
I don't like that.
Nope.
OneHeroSuits.com. You need to check your shit together, man.
A baby spider suit. I don't.
That's a bad one.
So
no, I had a toy of that Spider-Man back when I was a kid. The old
the old armored one. Yeah.
Spider-Man adjacent. After Doc Ock, after the whole Superior Spider-Man thing, Doc Ock gets like a clone body of Peter's and gets a new suit, and I love his fucking suit so fucking much.
That's fucking cool.
Look at that dope shit with the fucking like lines all over it. It's so good.
I love the suit, but I didn't like it because I didn't like that they made Doc Ock hot. And I always hated that, right?
Oh man, yeah. No, you're right. That's fair.
Okay.
Especially when you sit there and go, that man still loves Aunt May. That man in that body still loves Aunt May.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Does he have all of Peter's powers in that?
No, I think it's just because that's not Peter's bodies. I think that's just his bodies. Isn't it his bodies? He's cloned, but he's made them like super young.
I have no idea. That was my guess. I was just guessing.
They are cloned
sure.
bodies, but I don't know if they're cloned bodies of his or Peter's.
You heard it here first,
So.
folks. Nick does not want Doc Ock to fuck.
No.
I mean, yeah, he can fuck, but he fucks Aunt May, and it's really weird when it's like a 25-year-old dude fucking Aunt May.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
I fucked up. This is a bad conversation.
At least the Aunt May from the comics. Like, if they ever like had the balls in the comics to sit there and be like, yeah, make her like Marissa Tomei, same age, but just
Yeah.
not a bajillion years old, then yeah, I guess I wouldn't have a problem with it. But in the comics, she has never been 2 billion years old and about to die.
Yo, real talk though, Marissa Tomei looks amazing for her age.
Yeah, she really does.
She's in her mid-50s.
It's wild, yeah.
Some people just age very well, and it's not fair.
Yeah.
I just found a picture. I don't know why.
J.K. Simmons.
I just found a picture of Superior Octopus with the name Shartimus Prime next to it, and I'm not really sure why.
J.K. Simmons in the deleted scene in the Spider-Man suit.
They had to cut it out because he looked too good.
He looked too good.
But it looked fake. And it was like, yeah.
I loved it.
Maybe he is Spider-Man.
Like, he was the perfect guy to play Jameson.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they brought him back.
Yeah.
He's getting up there now. He's starting to look a little...
No.
Worrying,
here's the thing. As soon as he shaves, he looks the exact same as he did in that one movie where he was a conductor, which was like...
Yeah?
It's just like he stopped aging.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he does not look like he's 66.
You stop aging when you hit max level.
And remember when he got super swole for Justice League?
Yeah.
For no reason, because he's in a coat the entire fucking movie.
Oh, man. I was looking for the really shitty female octopus, Doc Ock. It's a Lady Octopus. But all I'm getting is the Spider-Verse Doc Ock, who is fucking great!
Yes! Absolutely.
I love that. I fucking love that Doc Ock.
There was also there was like I think there was wasn't there a 2099 like female Doc Octopus who was actually pretty cool because she was all like it was like techno armor.
I don't know.
Probably
very alien, very xenomorph looking armor she had.
I'll be right back.
And it was actually cool.
I mean, probably. I'm looking now. Oh, well, you're wrong. She looks terrible. She's like half octopus person. Not a fan.
Oh no.
That might be from the
not a fan.
That's not the one I'm talking about.
Science has gone too far.
That's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about Serena Patel.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That was the other one I was seeing. Yeah, she's all right.
Because she showed up in the game Shattered Dimension.
Oh wow,
it was really cool.
She really is just half human, half octopus.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
Yeah. The blue one. That's not the one I'm talking about. It's the chick who's got like the cool like goldish armor and the big eyes. I don't even know who this like blue person is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure about that? God.
A lot of spider talk.
Yeah, a lot of comic book talk today. Okay, now that
the trailer dropped, so I think it's kind of on.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not complaining.
Now that Jason's gone, let's talk about Final Fantasy 14 real quick.
Electro has his fucking mask, and it's
back.
the best.
Jace is back. We can't talk about Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, which suit is that you just posted?
So that's the Doc Ock.
Oh, that's the Doc Ock. That's the Doc Ock.
The semi-current Doc Ock suit.
I haven't seen that one and actually really like it.
Really
I like
cool.
the way it incorporates like the octopus and spider together.
It's real good. He learned a lot of shit from Spider-Man, turns out.
Yeah, gee, you think?
Oh, like you know who got a glow up in suits and no one talks about? It's fucking the new Beetle. Because like when they changed it to like this chick who's like the new Beetle, and like then I already like the Beetle's costume, but then like female Beetle comes along and it's like, fuck, this costume looks really fucking dope. No, they're not.
Is it bad that my first thought when you said Beetle was Blue Beetle? So I'm like, why the fuck is Blue Beetle with Electro and why is he purple?
Purple. Yeah.
Why
And
is
then
he
I'm like,
purple?
wait, not the character I'm thinking.
You're
Yeah.
thinking of Ambush Bug.
No, I'm thinking of a
Ambush.
DC character.
You're thinking. Yeah, Ambush Bug.
Yeah, Ambush Bug.
Oh no! See, you're thinking of the Impossible Man.
All right, shut up. The 2D man. What is it? No, it's not 2D man. What is it, like the Flat Man or something? I forget his name. Yeah, but he's like flat. He's like 2D.
Yeah, isn't he part of the Great Lakes Avengers?
Probably.
Yeah, that dude who's like flat and he pretends that he's like Mr. Fantastic.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, the elongated man.
Yes.
Not to
Yeah.
Yeah.
not to sidebar too hard here, but it just came across my Google recommended articles that I read or whatever.
Yeah.
So you guys know how in Fizban's Treasury of Dragons they introduced the Elder Brain Dragon?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, it just got its very own miniature.
Oh.
Oh no.
Along with Tiamat got a miniature made.
That's dope.
Okay. How mini is the actual Tiamat mini?
Fuck if I know.
Yo, that dragon is dope.
I will post both these miniatures in the
Because I really
Discord.
don't think the Tiamat mini is going to be all that mini.
This mind flayer has a katana. What?
It's
Why?
Can
I don't
mind
know.
wait? Okay, can mind flayers
That's dope.
Can mind flayers wield 6 katanas at once?
No,
2 in
they
each
don't.
hand and
They don't have
and
enough.
1 in each tentacle.
They don't have enough use of the tentacles to do that.
They're not dexterous enough. I don't know why this mind flayer is holding a katana. I don't know. I don't get it.
The Elder Brain Dragon retails for $99.99. Okay, that's not a Tiamat miniature. That's a dracohydra miniature.
really.
yeah.
It could work as a Tiamat.
And the dracohydra retails for $130.
Oh, someone repainted it. Is that what they did?
What?
That Tiamat. That's not Tiamat.
No, that is a dracohydra.
But they have all the heads though.
Right, because it's a hydra.
He doesn't have a black head.
No,
though.
he has 2 white.
And 2 green. Okay, I see. Man, that would suck though. That would suck hardcore.
I'm not saying that I'm planning on having you guys fight a dracohydra at some point. Maybe it won't happen in this campaign, but maybe it'll happen in Eberron. But
Great.
I'm not saying that's not going to happen.
Like, what happens if it's a Dracohydra but all the heads are red? You can't burn it. How do you kill it? Oh my god. Fuck. Yeah.
I'm looking at the one coming up for Tiamat.
Yeah?
Mini-wise, it is for a gargantuan size.
Oh,
Fuck.
yeah.
Icons of the Realm series.
Oh yeah,
Is-
it's like
is-
400 fucking
It is
dollars.
$400 goddamn dollars.
Is
And they have a Tarask as well.
All right, hang on. I got Fizban's out right now. I'm gonna look at the challenge rating for.
I kind of
Dracohydra.
like
See?
Tiamat being gray because being like red, it seems like she's favoring one of her heads over the others.
see that Tiamat figure is only $30.
If
posted.
you go on WizKids, which is one of the affiliated Wizards sites, it's $419.99.
Yeah, it's also gargantuan, so that would make sense. There's one that's so I found one that's 131. I found one that's 85, but they're all the same model, I think.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Yeah.
14 inches tall with a wingspan over 28 inches long.
God, she's a god. Makes sense.
That is a massive miniature.
Where is the dracohydra in this fucking bestiary?
Yo, why this Dragonborn got boobs though?
And even like looking at the mini, I don't think. Okay, no, it is Tiamat's full body.
Yo, but why though?
Because it. How else are you supposed to know they're female?
Because they tell you because they have the lizard frill. I don't know. I'm just looking at miniatures now, and there's just this one that has massive tits, and I'm just like, what?
176. Okay, where's page 176? I suppose I could have looked at the table of contents earlier, but I didn't.
You probably could have done that, yeah.
Oh, this is like a 3D model. If you
Okay.
want to, like, print it. Okay.
Dracohydra. Challenge rating 11.
Mm-hmm.
218 average hit points.
Oh, challenge rating 11. That's not too bad. We could take that.
Yeah, multiple heads.
Does it say how to kill it? You want to tell us how to kill it?
Yeah, but I mean, like, you're not gonna remember by the time I throw it at you, guaranteed.
You never know. I might write it down.
While it has more than one
No.
head, the Dracohydra has advantage on saving throws against being blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, stunned, and knocked unconscious. Whenever the Dracohydra takes 30 or more damage in single turn, one of its heads dies. If all of its heads die, the Dracohydra dies. At the end of its turn, the Dracohydra grows 2 heads for each of its head that's died since its last turn. Unless it has taken radiant damage since its last turn. Dracohydra regains 10 hit points for each head regrown this way.
In other words, I'm the bane of this thing's existence.
For each
Jesus Christ.
for each head of the Dracohydra, for each head that it has beyond 1, it gets an extra reaction that it can be used only for opportunity attacks.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I got a quick question, and I need you to be really clear on the wording of this. Is it over 30, only one head dies, or is it every 30?
Whenever the Dracohydra takes 30 or more damage in a single turn, one of its heads dies.
So
It
say
sounds
you did 60 damage, instead of killing 2, you still only kill 1?
Yes.
Seems like it, yeah, because you're focusing on the one head.
Okay.
But also, like, you do that one attack. Can you then say you're attacking a different head and do a different attack?
Yeah.
So if you did 30 damage to that with that attack, it'd probably kill another head. I think it's one of those things where you can pick and choose.
Yeah.
So here's my question then.
Unless it's taken radiant damage, 4 more of those heads would grow in that scenario.
Okay, I need you to make a real good ruling here.
Woof.
30 damage kills a head.
Yes.
Area of effect spells.
The heads can't be that far away from each other.
Still, only one of the heads will die.
Because I was gonna say, otherwise I can one-shot the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Is it how do you know how many heads it starts with? Is it like a D4 or something?
Or
I guess you can just pick.
I think I can just pick.
Okay,
But-
so for every head you kill, at it does like it. I need to have this reset to me. For every head you kill, it does it regrows like 2 more heads or something like that,
Yes.
and then like.
As long as it doesn't take radiant damage.
Okay, Dracohydra has a set amount of heads. It always has 5
To start with?
to start with.
Jesus fucking Christ. Is it random which colors?
Yeah, I can just choose what colors it has, but its
Jesus
breath weapon is not determined by what colors are on it though. Its breath weapon is Prismatic Breath.
Oh.
Okay, hang on. I am
So does for every new head, does it get a new turn?
No, it gets a new reaction.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Prismatic Breath. Okay, I was slightly wrong. I basically get to choose whatever damage you take if you fail the save.
Fuck.
Or if you fail or save, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The Dracohydra's heads exhale a single breath of multicolored energy in a 60-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 6d10 damage of a type chosen by the Dracohydra. acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison.
Oh, so
That's
yeah, because my whole thing there is
Hang on. The dracohydra makes as many bite attacks as it has heads.
Fuck off.
Okay, see, that's what I was meaning. Like, does it get more attacks, or does it like that's what's its health at?
Average hit points are 218, or you can roll 19d12 plus 95.
Hang on.
but if you do more than 30 in a hit, that can kill a head, and if you do radiant damage before its next turn, it won't grow any back.
Right.
So on average, the average. Hang on.
How much damage or how much HP is the average?
Before you kill it, it'll have. So on average, before you kill it, it'll have like minimum 11 heads.
Potentially.
No.
I mean, if it has 5 heads and we can kill 5 heads before its next turn, we're good.
Well, no,
Yeah.
because every 30 points, head dies. Then next turn, 2 pop up.
Right.
It has
Only
on
if it doesn't take radiant damage.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But like, I'm not like we're just saying. Saying it doesn't like if it has like on average over 2100, then usually like
You mean 218?
218. Like
Oh, yeah, 'cause I just rolled
7 is the
19.
I guess 7 would be like it could have 7 would be would be the max number it would have unless it has some way to heal itself. But probably like
it does.
6. Yeah, but like so that's why I was like, it seems like minimum you could probably like once you got it down to the last like 30, it would be like you could probably end up killing it before the last set of heads. So that's why it's like minimum you would get at least 11 heads.
Yeah, every time it regrows a head, it gains 10 hit points.
If you're not dumb, minimum, it'll have 5 heads.
Oh wait, every time it regrows a head, it gains 10 hit points?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
But that's what I'm saying is like that's why we have radiant damage. That's why we have massive damage to deal to it to take down multiple heads.
Yeah.
Like there are ways around that.
It's one of those things. Well, here's the thing. It's one of those things where I think in any other party that would be a problem, but 3 out of 4 of us can do radiant damage normally. So that also I feel that makes
2 out of 4 of us. I can't do radiant damage.
You can if I just give you the sun sword again.
Well, yeah, but we got to know that's coming. Like I'm not metagaming that.
Well, no, but I have the sun sword. I would probably just throw it to you.
Here was my thing. If I'm hitting all the heads at once, why can't I kill all the heads at once?
Because we're in a nebulous state here. It doesn't just because you do AoE damage doesn't mean you hit every part of the body. It just means that you hit the body.
Except I get to choose exactly where it hits with the one spell.
Yeah, so it gets its heads out of the way.
So it
that's the thing. It doesn't get to move out of the way.
Well, it's just like you choose one point of impact, and that point of impact would be the head that dies.
Yeah, just because
then the monster is a magic monster that sits there and goes, "Thank goodness this head absorbs all the damage."
Or like it's able to back away from you, but it still takes damage.
It's sort of an
there are ways to
it's sort of an abstracted sort of deal. Really.
There are ways to do it.
It's pretty abstract in the way that
I'm just saying I have the one spell that I can max out the thunder damage.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But
honestly, I should be able to one-shot the fucker.
No, you can't.
I was gonna say I think
unless
the reason it can do it is specifically so you can't one-shot the fucker. I think it's built that way specifically so you can't do
unless you deal more than the hit points that it has, you don't one-shot it.
It's like
I'm just saying, by the way it's written, technically I could.
The way I'm thinking about this is imagine like evasion, right? Like a rogue's evasion. Theoretically, that shouldn't be possible. Like, there's no guarantee that there's anything there, but at the same time, like, there is a way to do it. Like, because your moveset gives you that ability. So you would just come up with something like there's a table in the way, or they get low when you throw the fireball and like get low to the ground.
I just
or,
thought of it.
like,
I just thought of this.
Yeah.
So minimum, the dracohydra would have 150 hit points. If you're doing 30 times 5 heads,
Mm-hmm.
when you deal 30 damage, you're still dealing just 30 damage to the base creature itself. It doesn't matter how many heads you hit, you're still dealing just that 30 damage.
Oh, and you think that just causes the head to die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, unless you're dealing 150 damage...
I
Yeah.
mean, I can get halfway there if I roll good enough.
Yeah, but not all the way.
But you're dealing damage to the whole creature, not just the heads, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. The reason you can't one-shot it is because the heads aren't individual appendages that only have 30 HP.
Right.
The entire creature has a massive amount, and it just so happens that whenever it takes 30 damage, it sits there and goes, oh no, head gone, eject.
See, I think with something like a Hydra, once the heads get over a certain point, you should be able to start targeting individual heads.
Yeah, you can't target specific body parts on anything in 50 rules as written, really. Because you can find...
The original 5, okay, fine, whatever. If we're getting up to like 10, 11, 12 heads, I should be able to start going, I'm going after the one on the left.
Yeah, they don't grow into their own monsters is what I'm getting at. But yeah, dracohydras, hydras in general. What the fuck?
Probably not like the dracohydra. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was one of the real busted parts of earlier editions was called shots.
I mean, there's an easy way to plug it into 5th edition. Maybe you get like a disadvantage roll if you decide to do a called shot.
Yeah, but there were whole mechanics around it.
Oh, I know.
Earlier ones, and it just got so stupid.
Oh, I know. I used to play 2nd edition.
Fuck. Yeah, archery in 2nd edition was...
Woo! I did not like playing archery in 2nd edition.
Yeah, that shit sucked. All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to bow out. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, this is
take a nap.
Been a good ep though.
If you also fuck comic books,
fuck comic books, but sometimes they're good actually.
Yeah, but also fuck comic books.
All right, if you want to get in touch with us, we're on Twitter at ambiguouspod, facebook.com/ambiguouspod, YouTube channel, Moral Ambiguity Podcast, all that good shit. It's all just look. Just look. It ain't hard. You got Google right in front of you.
Google us. We're there.
And that's gonna do it for this before dark episode of After Dark.
Right.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna do. Are we gonna do an episode later tonight?
I'm hoping.
I mean, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go take a nap then. I'm sleepy.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Bye. Later.
Bye.